Hello friends, in this module of sports psychology, we will be knowing about the psychological issues faced by coaches and other officials. Let's understand few of these issues. Developing a positive coaching philosophy. Developing a coaching philosophy means pursuing personal wisdom. Coaching philosophy is a set of beliefs of a coach. It helps the coach remain true to his values while handling the hundreds of choices he must make as a coach. To develop a coaching philosophy, one will need to prioritize what's most important. This is where coaches sometimes feel mentally challenged. Life and competition is full of choices. Some are easy, such as what play to call or what defense to run, but others can be extremely difficult, such as whether to discipline players who are breaking training rules or whether to cheat and win or follow the rules and lose. If you invest time in developing and maintaining a coaching philosophy, it will help you focus more keenly, reduce stress, purposefully push your limits further, find greater enjoyment, and above all, coach better. Communication. Although the importance of developing communication skills is often overlooked, becoming an effective communicator is essential in coaching. Communication involves sending and receiving messages through verbal and non-verbal channels. Both the content and the emotional aspect of the message should be considered. Although coaches often communicate via sending messages, it is just as important that they learn to become effective listeners. You can improve this skill by being empathetic and developing active listening skills. In providing feedback, reinforce athletes by providing specific, descriptive feedback, following a good performance effort, and instructional feedback following performance errors. Interpersonal conflict issues. On an average, only 35% of athletes reported a conflict with coach, while 100% of coaches reported conflict experiences with athletes according to the researchers. This can disturb coaches both mentally as well as performance-wise. As athletes reported conflict, cited coaching issues, example, playing time strategy, training and lack of coach warmth, example, care, understanding, approachability, whereas coaches cited lack of athlete interpersonal responsibility, example, attitude, work ethic, commitment, and responsibility to team as the most salient sources of conflict. Therefore, the communication is a critical skill needed to lessen the frequency, intensity, and duration of coach-athlete conflict. Mental skills training. Most coaches and athletes recognize that mental factors play a huge role in influencing competitive outcomes, yet devote little time to learning and mastering and the mental game. Athletes believe that sport is 50 to 90% mental, depending on the type of sport and the level of competition. Mental skills training is the systematic application of mental training tools to improve athletes' mental skills. Mental skills training is a comprehensive, systematic, skill-oriented approach to developing mental toughness and creating a flow frame of mind. The core mental training tools used to develop athletes' mental skills include goal setting, imagery, relaxation and energization, and self-talk. Some coaches are reluctant to try mental skills training techniques because of time pressure or myths about sports psychology, even though they recognize the importance of the mental game. Coaches are encouraged to facilitate athletes' development of mental skills, but should avoid trying to act as clinical or counseling sports psychologists for athletes facing important life issues outside of sport. These athletes should be referred to a psychologist or counselor for professional help. Education. It is very important that coaches be educated in order to understand the psychological patterns of a player. When they lack awareness about the psychological aspects of athletes, there may be a low chance of effective coaching and a low success rate. They must enroll themselves in courses whether the quality of a child's experience in sports programs are created by the coach psychologists who instruct youth sports coaches on the finer points of team building, esteem nurturing, and example setting. They teach coaches to be aware of their actions to understand how their actions are perceived by their young athletes and to anticipate the consequences of their actions. They also instill in coaches a commitment to improving children's skills and rewarding their efforts, replacing the winning is everything philosophy that is common in sports. So friends, we hope that this video will help you in understanding the complex nature of challenges faced by coaches and other supporting staff.